What's up, TikTok? TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, and Zoom. Dang, technology's amazing. This is an open Q&A for the TikTokers, really, because it's their peak time, and everybody else gets to take advantage of that I'm doing a stream. I'm Yogi Chris, captain of IMC Nation, one of the captains, first captain, and streaming to you from IMC Base 1. See as people join. Welcome, Cornet. Talking about the dating coaches of the world. What do you know about the dating coaches of the world? Have you met any dating coaches? Messaged with any dating coaches? Learned, watched any lectures from any dating coaches or any examples, anything like that? That's the default conversation is with TikTok today. Yep. What's up, Tyler Wubbs? This is about the dating coaches of the world. As you may or may not know, I live with AZD. I'm Yogi Chris, and this account is obviously for AZD content. That's why it's called AZD_IMC. What's up? Krone, Lakiv. What's up? What's up? So, I messaged with several of the guys on the Bible of Arash account, especially. What's up? Ty is cold. And, so I get a lot of survey, almost like feedback from people about where their ambitions are, because I'm talking to them about AZD stuff. So I'm bringing up the topics of pickup, dating, game, where's your business at? Because AZD is teaching how to be the best and fuck the rest. And he's demonstrating that in the most obvious way that I think it's demonstrated is with the multiple relationships. Lots of beautiful women commit their loyalty to him. He lives a player's life where he's just always engaged with new women and he's on dates with his regular women, and his lifestyle is really built around it in ways that would probably be very, very, definitely be so foreign to people that are not. In the same way that like a fighter, if someone was a UFC champ or if an NFL player or a CEO or a highest level stock trader, like their day-to-day lifestyle and schedule is probably not what you would think, because they've mastered their field to such a high level. It's such a competitive field. There's only so many dating coaches, but all the men of the world are seeking the most beautiful women. So it's really the stiffest competition in life in the world is going to be dating and relationships. So, you all out there in TikTok audience, being that, most of you are guys, probably of the dating age, may or may not be married or single, but that doesn't matter. You're still out there looking. You see what you want. So I'm curious, when you're looking at this content, all the red pill stuff, the alpha male stuff, what is it? What are you looking at? Are you a pastor? No. Could be, but no. What makes you ask, I wonder? And then this is streaming to my personal Facebook, so that's always interesting. Who knows who from my past is watching? Rizzy, do you watch any dating coaches? Or any of the guys here on TikTok, do you watch any dating coaches that you're willing to admit, guys, they're embarrassed or ashamed about it a lot of times. They don't even want to say. Because I would ask who you're watching or what are you learning from them? And if you're participating, even go live and talk about it. I'm Yogi Chris for the new people joining. I'm captain of IMC Nation. I live with AZD, the founder of IMC Nation. We run residencies here. So we have Chris Cruz, guardian in training from IMC Base 6. That's in Los Angeles. And we have 7 bases now in IMC. So the movement is hundreds of men, but at the highest levels, there's thousands. Obviously, there's 70,000 followers here. There's thousands and thousands of followers everywhere. But as far as people in the movement improving themselves, that their name and face is known because they show up to Zoom calls and we know who they are, there's hundreds. And then dozens that have taken it up a level and they've moved in with each other into what are called bases. And so I'm at base 1, the first base, where I live with the founder. Chris Cruz is from base 6. Okay, so lots of people joining, talking about dating coaches of the world. Who do you study, or have you heard of game? Are you is game, a vocabulary word that you use, that you study, that you look at, you search for, you talk about even? Rare. It's even rarer that you're going to talk about it, because who are you going to talk about it with? What's up, Luke, Geo? Encourage your viewers to share. Guys, I'm encouraging you to share. If you would, I encourage it. All right, Solo Mama. Solo Mama. All right, well, we don't have to stay live this whole time, it's just if you guys, this is an opportunity. If you guys got questions, you're obviously following the content, AZD_IMC, Bible Overwatch. It's your chance to ask any question or about game or content that we put out about IMC Nation. Or, if you had any other questions, I'll answer whatever, but I'll probably direct it and guide it back to, what's relevant to me, which is IMC Nation, AZD, these accounts, and the men that are out there that we connect with, that we're vibing, obviously, on some wavelengths here of seeing how far you could take it, because it's a very fulfilling life. That's why Chris Cruz is here residency. That's why Sultan and Fernando move across the country to live here. I move across the country to live here. And why many men, dozens of men, have moved across the country to live with each other on this philosophy, because it works. It's very fulfilling. It's not just being a monk, but it's not just being a player. It's not just being an entrepreneur, and it's not just being a philosopher. Okay. All right. Where were you always confident? No. And you're seeing me, confidence always, I think, in an activity. So I was maybe confident in things I was good at. Like, let's say when I was a young boy and I played video games or something. And so we play that game that I'm good at, I'm confident at it. But now you're seeing me just like speaking in a camera on a live stream. And so I am confident doing this now, or more confident at least than I was. Most guys, when they start streaming, which is kind of part of an unspoken practice to get good at, in the way AZD's gotten good, is to stream, is to give lecture or talk, make video blog, something, get your ideas out. And so I did that and I got better. And as I got better, I got more confident, And then there's confidence in life. And in that, again, that's just another activity. And it's a much broader activity that everybody, seemingly everybody would want to be confident in life. But most people are not looking at life as their arena, or their life as their arena. They're looking at the video game or the soccer ball or whatever their job. Like, they're staying in a lane, but they haven't. It's one thing to be in a lane, but what we do in IMC is character development. So you are bringing your character into every activity you do, every location you travel to, every interaction you have. There's still you. You're like the common link in all of that. And so who are you? We could get super ultra spiritual with it, but on a real practical level, you're a character, a persona that interacts with the world. And then who is that character? What are his qualities and characteristics? And, so rather than being confident in a narrow activity, having confidence in your character, so that even if you do an activity you're not good at, you can have confidence, not about the activity, but you have confidence in what? I think that's your character. So that's what we do. So definitely that I did not have. And that's, ask me in a year, ask me in 10 years, I'll be more confident, I'm sure, then than I am now, if I'm on the right path. And so I've been on this for 8 or 9 years and it's going the right direction. IMC Nation. Cool. Any other feedback or comments out there before I end it? Big Mike, Andre, Alma. What's up, everybody? This is Dating Coaches of the World, just a little stream during, the peak hours of TikTok, but needing commenters really, because I don't want to just, I've said so much, I've done so many streams. What am I going to say? Like, I'd rather participate with you. And then if you really want to participate, we could even go live, and talk face to face. if I know who you are, which is just means I've been messaging with you or whatever. But anybody else, I mean, maybe new people joining don't know who I am. I'm Yogi Chris. I run these accounts, except for this TikTok account. Sultan basically runs it. So if you've been messaging the account, you've been messaging with Sultan most likely. And, Bible of Arash I run, but these are my staff members, grew these accounts, just putting out the clips from AZD's lectures, which we just had one. It was the open class. So if you ever get on my newsletter, then you could get the links to, when free public classes are happening. And that's an amazing thing to see. The whole group, everybody's cameras are on. So you see everybody's faces and you get it's real taboo stuff, but the way AZD teaches, he's an example of his life. So if you like the truth and how he expresses himself and all the clips we put out, and if you've taken that step or that jump to go to Instagram and see the actual proof of his life, we're not posting about his girlfriends or, reposting pictures or videos or things, but you can see really his life on Instagram, then, the next step is definitely open class, come to open class. And then really the next step is sign up. It's only $97. And it's the most legit, most real deal player game lifestyle of a warrior, of a stoic, of an urban monk, of a very socially valuable and connected person, and how to build that for yourself from the ground up, from the basic beginner, from the virgin to the already player, from the gangster to the fighter to the musician to the scholar, all kinds of backgrounds. Now, you do have to excel at something, and you do want to excel more. Like, you need to have that ambition to be so disciplined in your own productivity that you can't help but be productive. It's like you feel not good about yourself if you're not productive. The mystery has been solved. If you don't feel good about yourself, what are you producing? If you're not enthusiastic, what are you producing? And not what did you produce last year or 10 years ago? What did you produce today? Maybe yesterday, if you like today was a day off or rest day or something, if you gave that to yourself, not the weekend that the society gave you. So that's very powerful for a man to join and be part of. They say like-minded, but it's like, like-minded in what? Be a player, be a philosopher, be about your business, be about your family. And, when you're around guys that are like that, it's very easy to be about your tribe. Because if that's your tribe, then hell yeah. Because when you're weak, they're up, they check you. When they're weak, you're up, you check them. And then of course your character and your communication skills need to develop, because if you're just a bunch of monkeys checking each other, you're going to fling poo at each other. So that is why these men that evolve in the IMC Nation, in the bases especially, they evolve in such a way that makes them better players, because that's part of it. You learn to communicate with each other. You're going to get better communicating with women. Women are so bad at communicating. You got to be 10 times better, at least 100 times. I really like Arash's analogy with the circus performer's life and dedication. Yeah, man. Come around, Gio. Who is this? This isn't Gio Estrada, right? So, Gio, where are you from? And, what's your age and what's your experience with game? You studied with anybody, or, maybe even been to an event, like a training with somebody? All right. What do you guys think about on these TikToks? What do you guys think about that? Or think about the dating coaches of the world? What's y'all's opinion out there? Because it's been a long time since I studied other dating coaches, except for Hypnotica, which AZD recommends, and I listen to his stuff sometimes. Okay, IMC Base One, Facebook. I see some people watching there. I like your forehead. All right. Are you a girl? Are you a girl? I want to know. Okay, we'll just go another minute if there's no other comments. Gio, I'm from Anaheim. Anaheim in the house. We know somebody from Anaheim, don't we, Chris Cruz? Yeah. So Chris Cruz is from Anaheim. You might even know. You might have even passed each other there. Isn't that a trip? You guys might have passed each other like at the grocery store or crossing the street. I'm from Anaheim. Just been watching pickup stuff for years. Zan Perion is my favorite. Have you ever heard of Zan Perion? No. I never heard of him. What's Zan Perion's claim to fame? What do you like about him? And how old are you? Pickup stuff for years makes me think you're maybe in your 20s or 30s. It shines brighter than your future. My forehead shines brighter than my future. Hell yeah. Dude, that's got to be really bright. Oh, such a bad communicator people are. Do you know you're a bad communicator? I can't even say your name because it's all these symbols. V, P, E, Sigma, or whatever it is. Epsilon, some weird symbol. It's a really terrible communication. His approach to pickup is to be authentic with women and love women absolutely. Well, yeah, I mean, a lot of guys, that's like is that his like he's famous for that? Like he's famous for being for being authentic with women and loving them absolutely. His quote is that women love a man that loves women. All right. Yeah. Cool. And what are his results? Does he get super fine women? And have you seen him with these women? Like, have you gone in person to meet him? And what's your impression of him? And let's actually, I'm on the laptop right here. Let's see what Zan Perion, Canadian. Is this, I don't know if this is the right guy. Dating, let's say. Yeah, relationship expert. Okay. So that's his website. Yeah, let's go to his website and see what he says about himself. He lives in Romania. He was mentioned in Neil Strauss's book, The Game. Zan Perion is an internationally blah 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 blah. Some this fucking pop-up is blocking me. How do I close this? Have you read Zan's book? No. Okay. Zan is the founder of Art Philosophy, a celebration of the art of seduction, rebirth, romance. Yes, yes, yes. Does he? There's a chick. He's with a chick there. There's a bunch of dudes. I want to see evidence of the women. There is no one more highly regarded in the world today than Zan Perion when it comes to understanding the rhythms and motions, the ebb and flow of the feminine mystique. That is not true. Don't be fooled by that. You know, AZD has 7 girlfriends that are all finer than this woman. And girlfriend, that means like loyal, nobody else, committed, doesn't talk to other guys. Let's look at his Instagram. I want to see if he has like maybe girls there. Because it takes a long time to update a website. So if the website's not showing it, then that doesn't necessarily mean anything. Here's a video. Looks like there's a girl here. It's like a 8 maybe on a good day. I don't know. She's at the beach. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Anywhere else? Let's scroll down. Okay. There's teaching at a seminar. Yeah. Okay. There's him with Mystery and Baxter about a year and a half ago. I'm looking for some pre-selection. There's some girls. And he's holding the camera, and one of them is not even smiling. And she's ugly. Fuck. And we're going back way far. Here's a girl. This is the same girl from a couple photos ago, but this photo is from 2020. So that's 3.5 years ago. Man, I don't know, dude. Does this guy get chicks or not? Because I'm seeing 3 of the 4 photos of the same girl. 2 of them are from 4 years ago. He doesn't look that happy. Are you sure this is the most renowned dating coach that you should be watching? Zan Perion is a smooth communicator. AZD is an absolute master. Man. Oh, there's Andre. Andre from the Philippines. He knows. Yeah, I definitely recommend AZD. I think if you like Zan, now Zan looks like he has a real soft touch. He's got a real feminine face, real feminine fucking hairdo. And oh, there he is holding real buddy, crotch leaning in with James Marshall. James Marshall got pumped so hard by AZD. Man, at the GSLL conference. Bro, that guy's beta. He looks hella beta. I recommend studying AZD. Take a look. Gio, he's 60 now, married, settled down. Zan Perion? man, why would you don't learn dating from the guy? I mean, unless you want to be married at 60 and settled down. If that's what you're going for, I don't know how old you are. You said 24. So if you're 24 looking to be settled, then study a man who's settled. Why are you studying a man who's settled? Do you want to be settled? And if you do, then that's the guy to study for, settling. Settling, I always thought of as like in poker, you settle, or like in a negotiation, you settle. It's like a settlement. It's not going for more. It's settling. So I mean, if you're at 24 and you want to settle, then I mean, I don't want to settle. I'm 37 and I don't know that I'll ever settle because keep going. I mean, I guess at some point I may lose my energy. This guy looks like he's lost a lot of testosterone. He doesn't look like he has his face is real smooth, kind of pale, just girly features. Like if he shaved his facial hair, you could dress him up in drag. So that's just my opinion about it. I appreciate you being brave and sharing. And we don't. You're still relatively anonymous, so it doesn't matter. Laser coaching with Zan Perion. Let's listen to his voice.
I am Zan Perion. Do I still do personal one-on-one coaching for men? It's a loaded question, and the answer is yes, I do, and no, I don't. What I don't do is generalized life coaching. In other words, you have limiting beliefs that you want to overcome, things that hold you back, hesitations, approach anxiety. There's a lot of life coaches out there that can really help you with this, and that's not what I do. I'm like a gunslinger you call when you have to call the best. You need something very specifically solved. Calling a sniper, calling a gunslinger.
Jesus. Okay, there's that. All right. Is that it? I don't see any other comments, so we can end it. Let's see if there's anything over here. That was great. I got educated. I educated myself a little bit on a dating coach, so now I know. I know more about competition. Funny. All right. Thank you everybody for joining. Hope you appreciated it. I'll see you next one. Os. Anaheim.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Anaheim in the hizzy.
Yo,
Dang, you're trying to fucking pop Benny's
What's up?
face off with that.
yeah, I am. I just gotta figure out when I'm gonna do it. Or what, when. Um, yeah. Mhm. How much have you taken for like around roughly? Yeah, like recent time. Yeah, I see. Yeah. Like 3 months. Got it. Okay. Yeah. Do it. You mainly going to mornings? You mainly going to work? Got it. Okay, yeah, let me see, when we get a new day, I'll probably do it maybe once. But you know, working with it. Yeah, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. Probably wouldn't work, wouldn't work for the first. I would make it back. Yeah. That is probably the case. Why you want to do it?
Bro, I was literally just about to message you.
Yeah, I'll see if I can find people who want, but I'll run out of the way. Well, I'll let you know if it changes, though.
Well, brother, as usual, I don't know what he's going to teach beforehand. So I know it's the evolution of Return of the Beast. You mean Awaken the Beast Within? Question mark. I know it's a similar title, but Return of the Beast was the camp right before Code of the Stoic. About 4 weeks ago.
Hey, Chris.
Yeah.
Hey, what do you think about this? I have a list of all these guys for the party that I'm gonna be messaging. And Oracle was messaging them too for in person. So I'm like, how's that gonna work? He's like, I'm messaging them
Well-
to purchase in person, but if they want to buy online, I'll send you the link and you get your cut anyway.
He'll send you a
He's
link.
basically gonna send them the pay-per-view link. And he's not getting my cut.
I wouldn't message the same guys he's messaging.
Well, he said he's messaging my people to buy in person.
Oh, the list that you sent him?
Yeah.
And what list did you send him?
I just sent him a list of basically all the guys that I've sold. I said, these are my guys. I've already sold them.
Sold in anything?
No, no,
Like-
just for the streams
Oh, okay.
in the past.
Okay. Well, so many of them are not local. I mean, they're not even in the country. Right? I mean, how many?
Yeah, I
How-
mean, there's
what are-
some
what-
guys.
How many total have you sold? Like, if you add them all up, I know it's many are overlap because they bought. in
Yeah,
multiple
I put
accounts.
them all in one sheet, so
Probably
the
like
total
80
right now, I
people.
think there's like 70.
70 people.
So 67.
Yeah, so 67. So estimate like out of 67, how many of them are American versus not?
Quite a lot are in state.
Really?
I mean, we have Matt Justice, Adrian Garcia, Copa, Susie,
Might be easier to look and see who's not in the States.
not very many, Sergey, Lemjed, Phoenix, and we,
So there's probably 50 or so that are American.
yeah.
Well, I mean, if he says he's messaging them, just make it clear. Like if you're messaging them and you're selling them on the stream, then just making it clear that I'm not expected to sell them. You know, because that's what got you in trouble like the last week. Like, so it sounds like he's selling them for in person and online, and you're gonna get your cut either way. So just make it clear that like if you're doing that, I just don't want to any feelings later, like I didn't do it. Like I'll message other people, but you've got my best list. So I mean, those are the people. Like, don't expect me to get so many sales. Those are the people I sold. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so just letting him know, like, yeah, I get that. I don't think he's not gonna understand, but
So however you need to, because that's what it sounds like. Because yeah, I don't think you should both be messaging them.
Dude, it's funny, bro. Cause I'm laughing.
What I said?
No,
Oh, what?
it's the Spartan videos.
What's that?
It just was like squealing in the beginning. I don't even heard it.
Play it again.
Oh no, it's not this one. But this one's funny too, though, because I don't know. It's Chris Cruz. You're getting like choked out.
I couldn't get it. This is strong. You're strong, dude.
There's a man. There was one where you're like squealing, bro. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, because I was just like,
You're making it sound. Like,
yeah.
I was like, bro. I even yelled. I was like, bro, tap. Because you weren't tapping, but I was like, dude, you're like dying, dog.
But I get used to breathing, bro.
Yeah,
Look at that, you need something, you fucking one nostril.
yeah. I breathe in my mouth.
I think
how would you word that? I was gonna say like, for sure, since you're selling in person and messaging some of these guys that I've already sold, then I want to make it clear that like, I want to make it clear.
Well,
Yeah.
no, I would probably go off of the words that he just said. What was his last message
I'm
exactly?
messaging them to purchase in person, but if they want to buy online, I'll send them the link. You still get your cut anyways.
Okay, so I just want to make sure I'm not expected to message these people because you'll be messaging them. And so I'll look and then I would just leave it at that.
Okay, just wanna make sure I'm not expected to message these people.
I just want to make sure you don't have an expectation that I'll be messaging these people. I'll be messaging other people because you'll be messaging these people,
That
and I'll be getting a cut for any sales you
you
make.
don't have the expectation,
You don't. Okay, yeah. However you'd word it.
expectation that, cause I already said I'll message these people, so now I'm saying I'm not messaging them.
Oh, you said you're messaging them?
Well, yeah, I mean, that's why I sent the list. My message was, here's the sheet of the guy that I'm claiming, because I've already sold them in the past.
Mhm.
And I get it, and I said, I understand you may have messaged some of them, like Kenny Simmons or whatever. Because I'm just now sending you the sheet, which is all good, but moving forward, I'm gonna communicate with these guys.
Mhm.
So they're not getting hit up by multiple people for the same product.
And then what's he say?
That's his response. I'm messaging them to purchase in person. But if they wanna buy online, I'll send them the link.
Okay, so then I would say, okay, so does that mean you're messaging all of them and I should message other people? Or do you want both of us to be messaging them?
I should message other people, or do you want me to message other people?
No, do you,
I'm not on the list. Oh, wait, no.
yeah, it
Okay,
didn't sound
mistake.
right. Yeah.
Okay, so does that mean you're messaging all of them and I should message other people?
Oh shit,
Or
I'm
do you
still on
want me to-
Zoom here.
Or do you want me to message? or do you-
yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want us to message the same people?
Bro, I'm still streaming. This is funny.